Okay, I'm looking at how to recognize some vertical and horizontal lines, and then how to identify what the actual equation is that goes with that. So, looking at it, the acronym we're going to use is HOI-VUX. So, HOI stands for horizontal, which is a 0 slope, and it'll be a y equals equation. So horizontal, 0 slope, and y equals something. And then VUX is a vertical line that is an undefined slope and is an x equals equation. And if you have trouble remembering which one's the vertical line, just look at the arrow down here. When I draw an arrow on a vertical line, it gives me that perfect V there for vertical. The same thing right there. There's your V. So if it makes a V down at the bottom, that's a vertical line. Okay. You could also use our slope tree as a reminder. So we got our positive slope, our negative slope. It's 0 if it's horizontal there, or it's undefined if it's that vertical line there. So, horizontal line, of course, going left to right. When I look at the slope that I get, so if I do a slope-intercept form, say I have the points 3, 2, and -1, 2. When I subtract those out, I get 0 over a number, so 0 over -4. And when that divides out, you just get a slope that's equal to 0. And the equation for it would be y equals a number, any number that it shows you there. So looking at this graph, I've got a line, so my x-axis is right here, and I've got a line right there. So I know that's a horizontal line, and the slope for that is 0. And my equation is going to be y equals something. So going on the y-axis, we'll just see how far down. That's 1, 2, 3. So 3 down, so it's just y equals -3. What that means is it doesn't matter where I check, every single y value on this would be a -3. So on that horizontal line, everything's a -3. Okay, for my vertical line, that is, of course, going straight up and down. My slope is undefined. And my equation will be x equals something. So the slope you might see for this might be a 3, -2, and 3, 1. When I subtract that out, I get a 3 over 0. So just notice the difference in my slopes. And so I can't divide a number by 0, and so that's what makes it undefined. I'd get an error if I put it in. So my line is vertical. On this one, my slope is undefined. And the equation for this line right here would be x equals 3. And so if I look at my points that I put here, 3, -2 would be right there. 3, 1 would be right there. Any other points that I find that are on that line would all have an x value of 3. So if we know y could be any value whatsoever, doesn't matter, x is 3. So our equation for that will be just an x equals something. So that's how we find our vertical and horizontal lines.